So you're probably familiar with words like verbs, adjectives, adverbs, tenses, and all these things. Okay, so basically I'm already bored. Okay, so let's just throw them all off. I've been teaching English for what, 5 years now, and I have never had to use these words. So when I tell you that they're not necessary, trust me. Of course, if you're not using those words, we kind of have to replace them somehow, right? So let's see a simple way that doesn't make you feel confused, especially when you're trying to make up a phrase with what you know. So instead of the gazillions of terminology, I'm going to draw you a simple circle like this. And inside this circle that we're going to divide into 4 separate spaces, we're going to make nouns, actions, attributes, and directions. And this is the whole grammar that you will ever need. Granted, there are other words and other elements, but the point is that if you understand these ones here, the rest of them will come naturally to you as you progress. This way, it's way easier to make up a phrase because, as you already know, every phrase in English has to have a noun and an action. And there you have them, right there. So you don't have to go search in your memory for that lost rule because it's straight in front of your eyes. What are nouns? Nouns are anything that you can put some kind of quantity before. The table, the chair, the computer, the webcam, these are all nouns. You can also have them in singular version or in plural version. Also, names are nouns, and like for example, Albert is a noun and your name is a noun too. Also, those things called pronouns, those are nouns as well. They are there to replace the noun, so of course they can stay in the same category. Let's move on with the actions. Why do I call them action? Because they are words that describe an action. If I do this, okay, this could be an action. And if you are saying that this is not a verb, it's because there's no need for us to make up a word for this movement because it's not necessary. But for example, this is an action, isn't it? Yeah, this is to write. Yeah. And what about this? This is an action too. Yeah, that's right. This is to eat. You got it. So they're all movements, all right? And what a movement is, if not an action. Next we got directions. Yeah, words like in, out, up, down, left, right. All these words that add some kind of space and time to whatever you are saying. And lastly we got attributes. Red, green, light, dark, noisy, calm, quiet, relaxed. You got it. Also, attributes are there to make the phrase more interesting. For example, I can say the carpet, but if I say the red carpet, in your mind probably you already have a totally different image. But not only that, we can actually play with them to make up new words. So let's try. You only need to add a little y at the end of a noun to make up a new attribute. Let's take for example the noun milk. Milky is something that has the quality of milk. For example, my friend, this is the Milky Way. I'm sure you already know words like sunny. Of course, it comes from the sun.
Can't see it. Turn it off, please.
That was a very sunny image. Or maybe we can fill in this space with a lot of clouds and say that this is a very cloudy place. But this goes beyond the regular words that we have encountered so far. Take for example grassy. Where does this word come from? You know now that you can take the y off and look at this word again. Now it's grass. This is grass, so this is a grassy image. Yeah, or a grassy place, as you prefer. But anyway, something else can be woody. And what's woody? Well, of course, to understand, you have to take the y off and ask yourself, what is wood? This is wood. So that if you want to describe something that has the quality of the wood, you can just simply say woody. For example, this is a woody area, which stands for an area covered with trees. And there are also some types of nuts that actually have a woody taste, which means that they kinda taste like wood. And I can also be a classy person. Yes, definitely I can be a classy person if I decide to act with class. So if you are acting with class, you are a classy person too, my friend. Well done. Or how do you describe the texture of a beautiful cappuccino? Sorry, I'm Italian, so I had to do this. You can say that this cappuccino here is fluffy. Yes, fluffy. Fluffy because it comes from fluff. The fluff is this texture here, very airy, very airy. Listen to the word fluff. Doesn't it come already airy to you? And here you go, that this is a very fluffy cappuccino. Table, orange, chair. You can actually add a Y to the end of these words to make up a new word, and that word is gonna be an attribute. Yes, and they will understand you. If I say tably, you're talking about something that has the quality of a table. I know it's not in the dictionary, but at the same time, they will understand you. Same thing for orangey. If you go to a bar and order an orangey drink, they will make you something that tastes like orange. The same for lemony, appley, and any other word that goes like that. English is a language that works with images, so not every word means exactly what you think it means. For example, let's take the word phony. You may also think that this word comes from the word phone. So basically, phony is something that has the quality of a phone. Unfortunately not, my friend. The word phony actually means something that is not true. Somebody that is not real, somebody that is doing or saying something that sounds a little fishy. But this one comes from fish. Yes, you're right with that. Have you ever tried to smell a fish after 3 days? It doesn't smell good, right? That's exactly what fishy means, something that doesn't smell right. If somebody is saying something that you feel that's something wrong with that, you can say that sounds fishy, or you can say that's kind of phony. Alright, so the list may go on forever. Now it's your turn. I want you to go online and find a bunch of words that I haven't mentioned yet, and then write it down here in the comment. I count on that, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Cheers, man.